Hello, this is Oatman, and welcome back to another episode of Oatman Solo Survival. And in today's episode, I'm going to try to build a little tree house design, this one out of this tree. So this used to be like a tree that was like this tree, except I thickened up the base around it so it looks a little more supported. Let me just double check, make sure we're going here. Brilliant. Okay. So, I just thickened up the base on this to make it look like a more chunky tree. And this is going to be kind of related to the Poor People District, but it's kind of on the outskirts, so it's going to spread out a little bit. But I will show you some work I did before we get started on the construction of this. I'm going to build. I'm sorry if you hear babbling in the background of small children. That's what kids do, you see. Anyways, I'm going to try to build. Oh, we should sleep first. I'm going to try to build a treehouse. Ooh, monsters nearby. It's weird. I don't hear any monsters. Let's go try one of these houses. Over here. Let's do it. I think we can do it. I call top bunk. Huh! I did it. Brilliancy. There's a new version of Optifine available, apparently. Hope you guys knew that. Potatoes. Need this. So Bean, in the last episode, in the comment section, from OakenStone, Bean from OakenStone, has said that he's really digging my single-player series. So I'm glad that he is. Glad that he's enjoying it. Ooh, monsterman. Okay. So I built a few more of these like trailers here down through the Poor Person District. I've got one here, one here. I'm gonna lower my render distance a little bit because I usually go like 9-ish. It's kind of how I roll. So I built 3 more of these dudes right here. These are pretty nice, you know. They add to the feel of it. I put some more road here. I think I may put another one right here, or I may start with like the RVs like I have right here. This one's kind of blocked off because I'm kind of thinking this is that guy's RV. But anyways, yeah, this is kind of the Poor Person District. This is the trailer park area. We've got lots of trailers. We've got 5 trailers in total, in counting. So it looks pretty cool. That part is developing. I do want to develop up on this hill though, because that's going to be kind of the district of where the tree houses are going to be. Not district, but the part of the Poor Person District, or the low wealth income people, whatever you want to call them. Also, I'll show you the what I've done over here. I haven't really done anything other than just clear a bunch of trees since the last episode. But the idea is that it looks pretty sweet. It looks a little more clear, a little more clean. I think it looks awesome. Now this just looks really out of place, but I like it there because it's a monument to our first hidey hole in this world, which I think is awesome. So look at this. It looks very clean cut. I like it, and I want to clean up these hills, and there might be a rich house up into the side of that mountain and stuff. Being in the last episode, comments had suggested that he had suggested that we build the fancy houses, like big luxurious houses out of expensive materials. I.e. things such as quartz, things of that nature, and that's a pretty good idea. Obviously, I don't want to build them all out of quartz, but this is, because I want to keep them pretty different. But I have a couple houses that are of the same stature, some made out of quartz, etc., etc., and some made out of some other materials. But I do kind of want to build into that hill as well and get like a little modern area going. I do want this area to look really, really modern and like very clean and sleek, the rich area. So there is that as well. But don't worry, they will look wealthy, that's for sure. Now I'm not sure where I want to map out the medium income district just yet, but we'll figure that out in due time. But today we're going to work on our another poor income house design, because I've been enjoying doing the poor income houses designs. I was in the last episode I said I was pretty much done with the poor incomes, but not really just yet as far as house designs. But I've got some other designs that I want to do as well for these things to spruce up, if you will. Get it? Tree? Spruce? No. Okay. To spruce up the rest of the place. So obviously we're going to need a ladder to our tree house. Obviously. So this is going to be tricky because I want to do this while maintaining the tree to the best of my ability. Now I haven't built a lot of tree houses. I don't know if you guys remember in the last season of Oatman Solo Survival, season 2, I built a tree house to hold my nether portal. That was pretty cool, I think. this needs to be, whoa, don't want to use my sword. That would be bad. Be a bad thing. I really should have some more leaves here, because this is going to get some messy if I'm not careful. Now this is something that is going to be, like I said, a simple build, because the poor income places are for you guys to know how to build for in your worlds and whatnot, for like a first starter home. Is kind of how I do the low income houses. Is kind of what my mindset is. Now I built a treehouse on the OakenStoners server, and a lot of you guys watch that as well. Some of you are just diehards of the good old single player, which is cool. I love you guys to death, and you have a special place in my heart, because you guys are the ones that have been here since day one. Or some of you have not, but you are still diehard. And I'm kind of torn, because episode 100 of OakenStoners is coming very soon, and I kind of want to build some suspense to it and kind of take a little bit of a break from it, not very long, but a little bit of a break, and then just go like daily or something on this, just for you loyal guys that are here for the Oatman solo survival stuff. You guys are really the commenters and the and all that stuff. I'm just gonna make sure we're still going, because this happens a lot in Oatman solo survival. Okay, good. Just double checking. Okay, but anyways, yeah, you guys are the ones that stay here for the eternity of time and all that. So I want to give back to you guys more than anything, for what you guys have done. Oh, phone fell over. That's keeping my stopwatch time, so I don't have to keep checking the time like I normally do, but because that needs to stop. That bothers me. So anyways, let's build. This is completely on the fly. I have not designed this just yet. Obviously, I think we're gonna need some more of that. Oh, we need ladders. We need ladders. That is something that needs to happen. In my face. Okay, some ladders, and then there'll be like a few of these up on this little hill up here. This would be the what do you call it? The low-income district. So up here, I kind of want to build like a little towery situation, or like a little lookout thing where you can come up and have like a cup of coffee or whatever it may be, whatever you're into, man. And I got to keep it naturey too, because these tree houses do tend to have a tendency to not be naturey for very long. Okay, that works. That looks good. I feel like we need to go like this now, because this is gonna bother me if I don't. Need to have a bigger platform. It may look a little janky on the outside. I don't know what it's gonna look like on the outside just yet, because with the leaf decay and all that, it ends up looking kind of strange. But hopefully, this is kind of what I'm going for. And then we get, okay, that doesn't really have a corner, so we can't really do anything about that, but we can do this. And then we'll just, yeah, these will be like various heights and whatnot. So that's going to be awesome, I think. Yeah, I think we need to make this happen here. Let me come down here and then fluff this area up a bit. Yeah, that doesn't really need that. Okay. Fluffy. Fluff it up. That works. Okay. So, and then we can do something like this, where we get like a little bit of spikiness going. Yeah, that looks good, in my opinion. Okay. So tree houses are, yeah, this is like a cool little patio. Yeah, I built a big tree house on the OakenStoners server, like a giant one in a big custom tree. Ooh, Mac mouse freaking out. I built a big one in a giant custom tree I made at spawn in the vanilla OakenStoners server, in the amplified thing. So that's cool, I think. And that kind of relates to this a little bit. Okay, let's get out and look at this, because it's all about observing and what you like and what you may not like when it comes to building. That looks kind of cool. I do like that look. But the way I built that tree house is I had like little houses and like little peeky holes sticking out. And that's kind of what I want to replicate here a little bit, except in a more miniature scale, like a little more basic. Obviously, this is just going to be all oak wood and, what do you call it? it's going to be all oak wood and cobble, so it's going to be very easy to build for you guys because it's going to be like a starter place. Like I said, I like to keep the low income places as startery as possible and as basic and simple as possible, so you guys can have some like in your single player worlds if you're following along in a single player format. Oh, look, this. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't like this. This is not how the corner will be here. This is where the corner will be. That's how that's gonna look. And then this will go like so. So yeah, if you guys are following along, this will make for some good starter homes in your single player world as well. At least that's my hope. Now obviously you're not going to be able to predict the formation of the tree, but at the very least you can maybe get some ideas from this, which is kind of my goal. So let me see, how many of you? There's a lot of you. I lose track. There's 183 right now, at least I haven't even checked recently, but I'm growing fast. I'm getting close to 200, and it's never felt better. It feels good. It feels good to have some people, that's for sure. And it feels good to be able to communicate with you guys and give you guys series and whatnot that you enjoy, such as Oatman Solo Survival and all that stuff. Like I said, the Oatman Solo Survival crew is the loyalist of my fan base. They are the diehards and the people who like it the most, basically. And I might go daily. I might go daily with this for a little bit, but we will see about that one, because I do want to build some suspense for episode 100 of OakenStone. I've been going non-stop with that, and I do want the episode 100 to be special, and I do have a plan for it, but I can't really make it into action just yet because of some complications and some other stuff. But yes, it will be it will be really good when it's done, and you guys are going to enjoy it a lot. But for a little while, to give back to the Oatman Solo Survival fans and to give something to the OakenStone fans, we can at the very least maybe go daily. I'm thinking about it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about going daily. I'm really considering it. This reminds me of my treehouse when I was a little kid back in the day, I guess is what I was going to say there. That's cool. That looks cool. It looks extra supported. Now I do need some stuff over on this side as well to help spruce things up, if you will. You got to have like 40% tree, 60% house when it comes to tree houses. That's usually a good rule of thumb to follow, in my opinion. It looks good. I like this. I never thought I would do something like a build tutorial style situation, you know? I mean, because this is like, more than anything, it's like a build tutorial series. I mean, it's not really a build tutorial as much as it is showing you how I build certain places and giving you guys ideas and stuff. But that's kind of, I never thought Oatman Solo Survival would turn into something like that. It is a building series, as most of my Minecraft series are, because I always tell people when they're asking me about YouTube, I always tell them, because I do get this question a lot, I always tell them that find what you're good at and then people will come based on that. For example, I got a lot of flack early on in my YouTube days for building and talking, because that's what I was good at in Minecraft. I was a builder and I talked, and that's all my videos were. They were building and talking, and that's what I still do to this day. And it wasn't until I started doing that people started coming and noticing me more, and etc., etc. That's a cool looking treehouse. It's kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, people are going to notice you when you be yourself and do what you're good at. You know your strengths, know your weaknesses, and don't do what you're bad at. For example, I'm bad at, like, for example, editing videos. I mean, I don't like editing videos. Well, I'm not necessarily bad at editing videos. I just don't really like to do it. And I'm bad at, what else am I bad at? A lot of things. I am bad at, You know what? I'm not bad at anything. No, I'm kidding. I'm pretty bad at like interior design, so I don't do it on camera. I'm bad at little things like adventuring and talking. That I cannot do because that bothers. That I mean, I can't. That's not where my skill set comes into play, per se. I don't know if I should go all the way down with this one. Maybe I should, because it's kind of meeting the theme here. Oh gosh. Oh, who would have thought that would have happened? Okay. That's looking cool. Let's take a look. This is this looks like a little bit of a guardy tower situation. It's cool though. I like it. But yeah, when I'm talking about YouTube and doing what you're good at and all that stuff, I mean like, don't do what everybody else says to do and what everybody else is doing. Do what you're good at and what you like to do. Because if you do that, you'll go places in YouTube. I mean, I'm not really one to talk because I don't have a huge fan base like a lot of people, but I almost gave examples, but I don't like doing that. When you do that, it's like when you do what you're good at and you know what you're good at and you do it, it makes you stick out more because it's what you're more comfortable doing. Like a lot of times I see it all the time when I see people. I'll see people that are like, they're like, oh, you have to do this to be successful on YouTube. You have to do this. You have to do this. You have to edit your videos. You have to do this. You have to do that. That's not necessarily true. Like, to be successful, I mean, success is measured by your, not necessarily originality as much as it is comfortability. Like, more than anything else, your success is based off of how comfortable you are in what you're doing, basically. I think that's something that we should all take home. And a lot of times I've caught myself doing things that, I mean, like I said, I'm not perfect, but I've caught myself doing certain things in YouTube that necessarily weren't, I think I left my glass in the RV, my brown glass. I caught myself in YouTube doing things that weren't necessarily what I'm comfortable doing. For example, doing a lot of jump cuts and whatnot. Let's do black glass. We haven't used black glass in a while. Doing a lot of jump cuts and situations like that, and like building stuff off camera and then showing it. That's not really my style, you know. That's not what I'm comfortable doing. Like, and you know, there's people that are good at adventuring. There's people that are good at building. There's people that are good at like redstone. Like, you guys should know by now that redstone is not my strong suit to the slightest. Now, if you're good at redstone and doing redstone and showing people how to do redstone, then do it. Teach people how to do redstone, or you don't even need to teach people anything. Like, that's just something that kind of came with my situation. But if you're good at talking and doing redstone, then do redstone. You know, talk about stuff while you wire up something, or you know, like. But you're not going to get anywhere trying to do what everybody else is doing, for example. Now, it does seem like, for me, that I'm doing a lot of stuff very similar to the way B00 and whatnot does it. But that's what I'm comfortable with, and that's worked out pretty well so far for me, so that's the way I look at it. Almost 200 subscribers later, I'm so used to these creepers running away from me all the time because of crackback. Or not crackback, broken stone. Yeah! Oh, you killed that pig. He was wandering for the longest time. Oh, those guys are rare. Thanks for the chicken, mate. Let's take an aerial view of this. That's pretty good. I feel like there needs to be more leaves involved. It doesn't look like it. I think it's losing its treehouse-ness. Yeah, it's losing its treehouse-ness. We need to take down some of those pillars. It looks way too towery and less treehouse-ish. But yeah, I mean, the moral of the story is pretty much do what you're good at, and people follow from there. Like, for example, I was talking to my dad the other day, and he's like, I don't know, I just don't get how you can get people to like you and follow you and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, like, you figure out what you're good at and do that. You don't try and do what everybody else is doing, because that's not going to get you anywhere, because people have seen it 1,000 times, you know. And my dad was like, well, I'm like, so what are you good at? He's like, well, you know, I'm pretty good at adventuring in Minecraft. I was like, so adventure, like, your series is called Wandering with Wydock. Why don't you wander? Like, however, now a name and stuff is a little different as well as far as your single player series, because, oops, I fell again. This needs to go away. No, let's leave that there for memento purposes. Your name of your series doesn't necessarily mean anything. For example, this is Oatman Solo Survival. You would imagine it was going to be more survival based than build based, but that's just kind of how things work themselves out. Yes, that's the one I'm looking for. But that's what I'm good at. That's what I do. Oatman Solo Survival is a very roll off the tongue sort of name. It's a household name. No. It's catchy. That's pretty much the only reason Oatman Solo Survival is named Oatman Solo Survival. But I could rename it Building with B Double Oat. No, that'd be bad. No, but seriously though, that's what I'm getting at here, is that you're not gonna succeed doing what everybody else is doing, and that's what you should take away from this crap. Okay, let's make some sticks. Ooh, looky here. This uprise is an interesting opportunity. Beep. Watch is going off. And boom. And then I feel like we're going to need some of these slab barushkis. Yeah. Crap. Quickly. Okay. Genius. Okay. I'm good. I got this. But yeah. That's my logic. I'm sticking to it. It's worked out for me so far. And if it works out for you, then even better, right? Okay. So, I'm going to do that so I can get upon these things. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yes. See, that looks well. I like the jungle. I like the jungle with the oak logs, because that, I think, looks really brilliant in my eyes. What? How does that work? Okay, come on. I got this. Okay. I've been trying to stream recently as well. Mac just doesn't like streaming very much. People who stream. I've been wanting to stream some Oatman Solo Survival. I've just been really busy. All in all, just didn't have the time capabilities to stream, unfortunately. But we will. We'll stream one of these days, stream Oatman Solo Survival, and then you loyal fans can come and watch me. I love you guys, the Oatman Solo Survival people. You guys are the bomb, because everybody's here for OakenStone. I mean, that's pretty apparent. Everybody's here for OakenStone. I'm the owner and founder of OakenStone, but you know what? It's nice to see that I'm not only loved for OakenStone sometimes, but obviously OakenStone is still my lifeblood and my main focus. But at the same time, it's nice to see that I'm still able to do my own thing and it be successful. So, there's that. But most of you are here for OakenStone. Actually, yeah, like 90% of you. Of course, even before OakenStone was a thing, I had, 50 or so of you guys that were here. Now I have 200. So approximately, doing the math, there's like 150 of you here for OakenStone. So a lot of my recent subs are here for OakenStone as well. So I try not to bore them with a lot of single player stuff, but we may go daily. Like I said, leave in the comments your opinions on that, and your thoughts on my analysis of how to successfully YouTube. At least that's my thought process behind it anyway. I don't know if it's necessarily fact, but I feel like it certainly doesn't hurt, right? So, okay. So we need slabs up on the roof. On the roof. Do you guys know people that say roof? Because, like, that happens a lot. Like, I hear people that say roof, and I'm always wondering if it's correct. I'm always left wondering if it's the correct way to say it, per se. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like, is it rough, or is it roof, or is it... I just don't know. I will never know. I think it might be even one of those, like, anomalies that just nobody is allowed to ever know about. Confirmed. So anyways, yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff coming up with OakenStone and all that stuff. Just be looking forward to episode 100 because it's going to be a good episode, and it's going to be, especially if you're a new follower of mine, and you haven't seen the entirety of the OakenStone server, but you're like, man, I wish somebody would do like a full-on frickin' server tour with like everything. It's coming. OakenStone episode 100. That's what's gonna happen. Like, I feel like this is a really nice place. I think this came out really well. I think it's good. I like it. Let's get some light up in here too, because I'm nervous about monsters spawning in here. But let's take a look at it. That's a cool little tree house, man. It's not bad. It's not like your cliche normal like house in a tree, but it's still like a nice little feel to it. It feels good. I like it. I like it a lot. It has a cool feel, man. That has a sick feel. I like that. I like how that looks. I'm gonna leave it there, I think. It's weird because I'm gonna talk about this near the ending of my episode here. That pig has been here for me since eternity. That's gonna be amazing. Maybe when we hit like 1,000 subs, I'll let him free. But I do intend to keep this world for like ever at this point in time. Dude, that looks cool. That's a really cool looking little tower. I think it adds a lot of life to that hill, especially because that hill is kind of a dead zone. I do need some roads and stuff to that, but that's cool. Like, have like a bunch of those little things like up on this hillside. Oh, that'd be cool. I like it. I like it. I was gonna talk about something. I don't even remember what it was. Look at that. That's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, that's something that you guys can build. Obviously, if you don't have the jungle fence, you can use the oak fence. I wanted to use the jungle fence to see how it would look. I like it. So it blends well with the oak wood is the main reason I like it. But let's get a screenshot of that thing, man. Actually, there we go. So yeah, I'm happy, man. I've been really happy recently. There's a lot of good things going on in my life and on my YouTube channel and in OakenStone in general. There's a lot of good things, but there's a lot of stress too. I will say that there's a lot of stress been going on in the OakenStone group because of a lot of the things that have been happening. But all in all, it's good, man. It's good stuff. Busy people. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave a dislike, because it's me. And I'll see you guys in the next episode of Oatman Solo Survival. See you later. Bye-bye.